Hello, my name is Patrick Gunning, and you are currently listening to my Descriptions to Things, a show of me trying to describe things or subjects. Here on episode 5, I'm going to be describing autism, but before I do so, just to remind you, the listeners, that every April the 2nd is World Autism Awareness Day. So, let's start the show right now. Let's start this show right now.
Autism is a lifelong learning disability which makes it different from individuals to understanding in what is happening around them. Autism goes under several terms like ASD, short for Autism Spectrum Disorder, but mostly term that is common is autistic. Autism is classed as a mental disability in how the people on the autism spectrum would react differently to others. People on the autism spectrum would more than likely bullied by others due to having a learning delay and the way of behavior. People on the autism spectrum can act, speak, and communicate very differently compared to people who ain't on the spectrum. People on the autism spectrum would not cope to sudden changes as well due to having sensory issues as part of the disability. People on the autism spectrum will experience social and communication issues when communicating with others. Autism and people on it think to see the world as very differently than those who ain't on the autism spectrum at all. People don't know anything much about autism as because they ain't looking into the disability or have first-hand experience. Autism results in a person going into a meltdown due to sudden changes to routine or too much stress that can't be handled. Autism at times can be a bad thing, but of the time it could be a good thing depending what happening around them at that time. At times, autism gives us a bit of delay when coming to what is currently happening around us, the current time that it's happening. Autism makes us think even longer due to delaying reactions than those with other disabilities and those without any disability.
After all of that, I hope you listeners enjoyed in what I had tried to describe, and as always, I hear you listeners later. The following show that you just heard was recorded, edited by Patrick Gunning, along with writing the scripts for it, and the show production and copyright by Patrick Gunning, aka PFGUN0.